Hi everyone, welcome to this short and sweet sunburst sun salutation sequence. A great way to warm up the body and follow up with some standing or seated postures, or a great way to just pick up some energy on its own. We'll start in a seated pose. You can always sit on a prop, and we'll do a little bit of wrist stretching. So start by circling the wrists and go in both directions. And then with one hand, reach underneath and reach for the index finger. You can press the thumb to the base of the index finger. Breathe in. And then with the exhale, straighten the arm away from you and pull the finger lightly towards you. Breathing in, release. Go for the middle finger. Exhaling, reach away. Inhale, releasing. Go for the last two fingers together. Exhale, press away. Inhaling. Now go for the thumb. Exhale, press away, draw the thumb toward the forearm. Inhaling, release. Go to the other side. Exhale, index finger. So you're reaching right for the base of the index finger. Breathing in. Breathe out, go for the middle finger. Breathe in. Last two fingers together. Exhaling. Breathing in, and then go for the thumb, reaching right for the base. Exhale, moving the thumb toward the forearm. Inhaling, releasing, breathing, circling the wrists in both directions. And then place the feet out in front of you, and you can have the hands behind you. And just let the knees drop side to side a few times. Notice how that feels in the hips and the knees. Make sure throughout this practice that there is no pain. You can always pause, rest, revisit. Next time your knees drop over to your right side, move your left knee back behind you a little bit so that you're in a situation where your knees are bent at 90 degrees and the front shin is parallel to the back thigh. And we're going to move side to side pretty swiftly. So take an inhale, turn toward the back leg. And then exhale, turn away and towards the front. Come onto your fingertips, maybe even lift the back leg off the floor, but you could also leave it down on the ground. Inhale, come back up, turn around. Exhale, turn. Inhale, come up. Exhale, turn. Now, moving with a strong and sharp exhalation. So this becomes a kriya practice, a really heating, warming practice. And then one more. Inhale, come up. And then lean back slightly, reach your arms forward or have your hands behind if that's useful for support. Lift your legs up off the ground and come into boat pose, Navasana. Active through the feet, press away through the base of the big toes. Knees can be bent, or if it feels very comfortable at this early stage, you're very welcome to straighten the legs. But the main thing is keep the shoulders back. So the shoulder blades roll down the back. There's no hunching, no rounding. There is a lift through the breastbone. Breathing in. Breathe out. Place your feet on the floor. Let the knees move to the left side this time and find that deer pose shape again, the basis for our kriya practice. Take an inhale and turn toward the back leg. Exhale, turn past the front leg, fingertips to the floor. Back leg can stay down or even lift it up. Keep the shoulders away from the ears here as the elbows are bending so that you're not shrugging the shoulders up, not crunching the shoulders. Inhale, come up, turn back. Exhale, forward. And then with that strong, almost like a Kapalabhati style exhale as we move more swiftly. Two more. And then come up, unravel your legs. See if you can find a little balance on your sitting bones, Navasana, with or without lifting the legs. And then from here, we're going to come to stand. Feel free to use the hands behind you. Tuck your heels way in towards the sitting bones. Come into a chair pose, pressing the feet down, reaching the fingers up. Draw the lower ribs down toward the pubic bone. Lengthen the tailbone back away from you. Breathing in. Breathe out. Place your palms together. Take your hands to the right and bring the left arm to the outside of the right leg, and then circle the outer arm back and turn the palm out. So both palms are facing out, and then press the bottom arm into the outer leg to free the top shoulder to deepen gently into the twist. Take an inhale and come back to center. Exhale, take it to the other side. And the outer arm moves back and up. And can you free that top shoulder a little bit? Can you check that your knees stay together? They're not shearing apart. Your left hip stays back. So the hips stay level with each other, not coming apart forwards and back. Inhale, come to center. And exhale, stand up and release the arms down by your side. And then we'll start at the front of the mat. Take an inhale, reach the arms all the way up and overhead. The gaze can float up. Exhale, fold into a forward bend. Inhale, lift and lengthen the spine. Hands could come onto the shins. Exhale, step back into a plank position. Breathe in here. Knees down or straight legs. Lower halfway down, Chaturanga. Check that your shoulders are higher or level with the elbows. Inhale, take a low cobra, or if you feel ready, go straight into upward dog. Exhale, take it back into downward facing dog. Take an extra breath here. Root down through the palms. Wrap your elbows in towards each other. Broaden the shoulders, the collarbones. Then take an inhale and lift the right leg up behind you. Exhale, step the right foot outside of the right hand and come onto your fingertips. Inhale, lift the heart forward, lengthen the spine from the crown all the way back to the heel as an extension of the spine. Move forwards and backwards a few times. If it feels okay, you can flex the front foot and lift the sole of the foot off the floor. You could even go into a little bit of a rotational movement, just exploring what the hips might be prepared to do at this stage, making sure the knee is happy. Circle in both directions. Place your hands flat on the floor and then take an inhale and reach the right arm up. Exhale, come onto the little toe edge of the back foot, outer edge of the back foot, and slip the front foot halfway down the mat. Inhaling here. So this is a side plank preparation. Exhale, place your hands to the floor. Inhale, come to plank. Exhale, Chaturanga, lower halfway. Inhale, find your own version of the back bend. Gaze is down, throat can open. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take an inhale and lift the left leg up behind you. Exhale, step the left foot to the outside of the left hand. Come high onto your fingertips. Inhale, lengthen from crown to back heel. And then start to shift forwards and backwards, maybe with the front sole of the foot off the floor. Maybe a little bit of a circling action that goes more deeply into the hips, circling in both directions. Coming back to center, rooting particularly through the right hand. Inhale, left arm lifts. Exhale, come onto the outer edge of the back foot and then slip the front foot halfway down the mat. Press that foot into the floor so the hip can lift. Inhaling here. Exhale, place your hands down. Inhale, plank. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pause here for a moment. Feel some space in the spine. What can you do to lengthen the spine, to free the spine? to find a connection to stability in the shoulder girdle. So you can imagine that you're pressing your palms into the floor, and then, like you're opening jam jars, you're turning them away from each other slightly, like you're really screwing your palms down into the ground, reaching out in an outward rotation at the same time. And that sort of softens the elbows, that gets that same sort of hugging action of the elbows going. At the end of the next exhale, soften the knees, look ahead. Step or hop or walk forward, lengthen the spine with the inhale as you arrive at the front of the mat. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, come into a chair pose. Inhale, reaching the arms up. Exhale, palms together, twist to the right. Left arm comes to the outside of the right leg. Inhale, circle the outer arm back and up and free the top shoulder and square the hips. Exhale, release the palm down. Inhale, chair pose. You can separate the hands for a moment. Exhale, other side. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, release. Inhale, Utkatasana chair. Exhale, fold forward, extend the legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen the spine, roll the shoulders back. Exhale, step or lightly hop, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. We'll start in exactly the same way. Inhale, lift the right leg up behind you. Exhale, step the right foot outside of the right hand. Now continuing from here, inhale, lift the right arm up, twist. Exhale, come onto the little toe edge of the back foot. Turn the front foot toes out. You can slip the front foot straight down, halfway down the mat, or stay here for a moment, pressing into the front foot for the steeper hip stretch. If this causes any problems to the knee, then back off. And then from here, slip the front foot halfway down the mat, press into that foot. Inhale, see if you can lift the back leg off the floor. This may or may not happen. Exhale, release the outer edge of the back foot back down. Now see if you can lift the front foot. Inhale, lift the knee to the sky. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left leg high. Exhale, step the left foot to the outside of the left hand. Inhale, lift the left arm up. Exhale, come onto the outer edge of the back foot, turn the front toes out. Maybe they're out 45, maybe 90 degrees. See how you go. See how this feels in the hips and the knee, maybe slipping the foot further down already, maybe a little bit of movement here, just exploring range of movement in the hips. And then eventually slip the foot halfway down the mat. Really press into the ground through the front foot. Inhale, lift the back leg or think about it. Exhale, release down. Inhale, lifting the front knee. And exhale, straight into Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath. You could even drop your knees to the floor here for a moment, and otherwise come back into the stabilizing action for the shoulder girdle. So we do all these side planks today. So we need that stability, the connection from the upper arms, the tricep, the deltoids, into the sides of the rib cage, the muscles there, the serratus anterior. And then from here, we're going to continue with the right leg. Take an inhale, lift the right leg up behind you. Exhale, step the right foot forward. Inhale, lift the right arm. Exhale, come onto the little toe edge of the back foot, turn the front toes out. Exhale, stepping the foot halfway down the mat. Inhale, lift the straight leg off the floor, and this time step the foot in front of the other foot so that you're in a little chair pose twist again. Staying here and breathe, or you could bring your sitting bones to the ground, or you could bring the right hand down and then lift into a little side crow balance. So the right elbow supports the left thigh, and you're lifting one or both feet off the ground. We're going to retrace steps from here, feet down. Right arm lifts, slip the front foot behind the other heel all the way to the back of the mat. Then lift the front knee up toward the sky. And if you wish, you can straighten the leg here. You can come onto the sole of the back foot. You can lift the chest so it's a more expansive side plank, Vashisthasana. Breathing in, breathe out, Chaturanga, or skip the vinyasa. We can meet in downward dog. From downward dog, last side, take an inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, step to the outside of the left hand. Left arm lifts, inhale. Exhale, come to the little toe edge of the back foot, turn the front toes out. Slip the front foot halfway down the mat. Breathe in, lift the straight leg. Now step the foot in front of the other foot, legs together. Stay here or sit down, or place the top hand down, and that already brings the left elbow into the right thigh or thereabouts, and then you could consider lifting up from here. Check that you're breathing. Pluck your fingertips down. To return, feet come down. Lift the left arm. Step the front foot behind the other heel and all the way to the back of the mat. And then you can lift the front knee off the ground. Maybe extend the leg, pressing foot and hand into the floor so that you can lift everything else away from the ground. Breathe in. Exhale, vinyasa or skip. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, bring your knees to the floor. Point your toes. Exhale, sit back on your heels. If kneeling doesn't work for you, find another comfortable seated position. And then slide the backs of the hands up the sides of the rib cage towards the armpits. Move your elbows back and down. A little bit of squeezing, flapping your wings, maybe using this as a wrist stretch. Take an inhale, reach your arms out wide. Exhale, one arm underneath the left, Garudasana. You can take the backs of the hands together, or you can cross your wrists as well and place the palms together. Explore what the shoulders need here as a counter stretch to all this weight bearing we've been doing. Maybe some movement, maybe stillness. Take an inhale, reach your arms wide, and then cross the other way. And then release and keep going if you have time for it, or enjoy the rest of the day. Thank you for practicing with me. Namaste.